Hi, I'm glad you made it back. We're going to continue our upper level view of the Bill Good Marketing System. We've been talking at 50,000 feet, and maybe it's time to come down to 25,000 feet and maybe even down to ground level. At 25,000 feet, Bill Good Marketing System is infrastructure necessary to accomplish the events written up in the plan. At ground level, it's what you and your team do today and tomorrow that adds up to the double of your revenue. To double, you need twice as many assets, but interestingly, not twice as many clients. If we can get half of the assets you need to double from existing clients, as I outlined, you only have to increase the size of your client base by about 50%, and maybe even less than that if you prospect for new clients with assets greater than the average client in your book. There are really two ways to develop the second half of your double. You can add new clients from people that you know. We call this relationship marketing. Or you can add them from people that you don't know, and this is, of course, mass marketing. Our plan is structured to help you maximize the relationships that you have built up over a business lifetime before you go into expensive mass marketing campaigns. So let's start with an understanding of relationship marketing. The foundation strategy is one that we call promote referrals. You just have to get the idea that you cannot ask clients for referrals. We do not believe in asking for referrals. We have found that asking for referrals does not generate referrals. It generates names, plus it often generates clients that are annoyed with you because you put them on the spot. People who have implemented not only the 8 points in our strategy to promote referrals, but our client relationship retention formula as well, routinely report generating about 10% of their total client assets each year from referrals. So in a flat market, you should grow 10%. If you're doing less than 10% of your assets from referrals from clients, the difference between what you're doing and what you could do is something that we refer to as your referral deficit. Now, here's another important point of the strategy of our plan. We think that every financial advisor should have more than one channel to develop new clients. And the reason is quite simple. When the market turns down, referrals often dry up. It can then take some time to crank up a second prospecting channel. So the idea is have at least 2 ways to develop new business all the time. So let's take a look at some of the other strategies for relationship marketing and to see if any of these shoes might fit you. We call our second strategy Clone Your Best Client. It consists of 5 different ways to get existing best clients to introduce you to people just like they are. Now, an introduction is not the same as a referral. I want you to know that. We are not asking for referrals. We will ask under certain conditions for introductions. Strategy number 3 is to develop and manage strategic partnerships. Now, there's not a one of you watching this video that doesn't send business to an estate planning attorney. Mostly you don't get anything back. A few of you do, but mostly you don't. So you do not have a strategic partnership relationship with that estate planning attorney, do you? You actually have a strategic one-way street. When you come to class, you're going to learn not only how to develop the right strategic partnerships, but you're going to learn how to manage those as well. And just let me say this, properly set up, one of those relationships, which is with an estate planning attorney, should produce several $1 million a year in new assets. If, again, that relationship is correctly set up and correctly managed. Strategy number 4 is called develop your business contacts. A business contact is someone you know from a business relationship that you would like to do business with, but does not necessarily know you well enough to feel comfortable if you ask for his or her business. Let's take a simple example. Let's say you know your daughter's orthodontist. You send him or her a lot of money every month to make sure that your daughter will have a pretty smile. You would love to do business with them, but your relationship is not financial advisor to prospect or financial advisor to client. It's doctor to patient's dad. And as patient's dad, you can't turn to the doctor and say, by the way, Dr. Payne, what's your liquid net worth? Excluding the value of your home and other properties. You can't do that. But we have developed a campaign. We call it the New Identity Campaign. Its mission is to build an identity for you of expert financial advisor with people who know you as something else. And then when that is built, you certainly can solicit their business and do so very successfully. Our fifth and final relationship marketing strategy deals with your social connections. And these are the people that, quite frankly, will be about as close as some financial advisors ever get to the fabled high net worth market. You serve with them on charity boards. You know them from church. You attend Rotary with them. But you certainly cannot turn to them and solicit their business. Not now, not ever. You would violate a social taboo of the first order. Well, I have the most wonderful campaign for you. It is a type of campaign that never, ever, ever solicits their business, but actually gets them to come to you. They welcome letters from you. They will actually call you from time to time and say, I love that letter you sent me. Can I reproduce this for my church group? If you don't believe me, we'll let you talk to somebody who's done it. All right, that's maybe the 25,000-foot view of relationship marketing. Now let's take a look at prospecting the mass market. If you know that your relationships are not what you need, you're going to have to look at some mass marketing campaigns. And for you, fortunately, we have seminars, we have cold calling, we have direct mail. Yeah, I know you're thinking, well, seminars don't work today. But if you pull the string on that, you'll find out that the person or people promoting it are who? They're the people in your town. They're doing quite well with seminars, thank you very much. And they really would not like to have you put your snout in their marketplace. So that is a picture of how we can go after increasing your client base by about 50%. 50% more clients, 50% more assets. You take the 50% more assets from your clients and the prospects, add them together, that gives you a double. 2 years, not out of sight. So what I want you to do now is let's go down to the 5,000-foot level or even ground floor level, and let's take a look at the pieces of the program itself. Stay tuned. We're coming. And oh, by the way, if you do want additional information, I'm putting a URL here on the screen, and just go there, and you can watch it to your heart's content. So, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next video.